Justice has a name, and its name is Apollo Justice. Hello everyone, my name's James. This is Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, which is a brand new Ace Attorney game that's just appeared on the App Store. You can buy the first half of the first chapter, I think it is, for 79p, or unlock all the rest of the chapters for about £10.50 or $15. This is Apollo Justice's first ever case. Now, I haven't played all the Ace Attorney games. I played the first one and some of the second one when they came to iPad. Now, Apollo Justice is sort of a kid who idolized Ace Attorney, as I remember, the real Phoenix Wright character, and so he's now in the similar position that you find Phoenix Wright in at the beginning of the first game. Like, it's his first case and he's all worried and he's taken on a client and there's been a murdering, and this is my mentor guy, Christoph, who's teaching me and looks a bit suave and swanky, much like the trilogy remake that they made for iPad. They've done away with the digitized 3DS style graphics and they've replaced it with this more hand-drawn look, which drew some criticism from people, I think validly to some degree. Like, I don't think it's quite as attractive as the rest of it. But let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. So if you've not played any of these games at all, it's kind of like those interactive novels that you get, but you have to ask questions, pay attention to the answers that are given, then make deductions. And then you have to work out who done a murder, and then point at them and yell, objection. Because that's what the memes do, and I'll be damned if I'm going to do any original thinking. Right. This is the guy I'm currently defending. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? It's Phoenix Wright! It's bloody Phoenix Wright! Piano player. My word, I had no idea. They'd introduced him as someone else. Ooh. How could this have happened? If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges. So I'm trying to... Am I defending Phoenix Wright? Is that what's happening? To think, I saw you enter this room a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains. Winston Payne, subtle as ever. There's probably law stuff here that I'm missing, but... You shouldn't necessarily assume everyone's played all 7 or whatever it is of your previous games. They should be available to everybody. So the crime occurred at Borscht Bowl Club. That's important. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and hit him, wham, on the head. There was a little intro sequence where someone's playing cards and then you see them grab a bottle and go whap, and presumably kill the dude. Customer at the restaurant. And the defendant, you say he was the pianist for the club, which will be Phoenix Wright. There we go. There's your weapon. Excellent. A bottle of grape juice, which is apparently our defendant's drink of choice. Is that not just wine? Is that not what grape juice is? No? Never mind. The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence. Deadly bottle. Just a bottle, really, isn't it? Every bottle is potentially deadly if you wang it over someone's noggin. All evidence filed in the court record. Yeah, no, I've already had a look into this. So you can see the little icons in the top left and top right. Top left is just settings and whatnot, but this is your court record. So I've already had a look at this, for example. This is the photograph that was taken, and so you can see here, this is the murdering scene, and there's the bottle there on the table, which is lovely. You've also got the murder weapon. Let's check the murder weapon, because hopefully, you can analyze it. So by twisting this, each of these 2 levers, I can move it around. Oh, hello, examine, it says. And then you can hit the center of the screen when examine pops up. Completely empty, which suggests that they have drunk a lot of the drink and were potentially inebriated at the times. Let's zoom in and find out if there's anything else. Oh, let's examine the label. Grape juice. How long has it been since I drank grape juice? Mr. Wright's favorite drink. Wonder how it goes with the Borscht, right? Anything else? Just a quick check around the box there. Oh, hello. That's just the same as the thing, isn't it? Saying it's empty. Yep, fine. I think we've examined all we can examine there. You also got My Little Attorney's badge, which is the equivalent of like a cop shield if you're in the police force. And they've got the autopsy report, which is useful. So there you go. There's the Shady Smith male, estimated time of death, 1:45 and 12:15, and cause of death, cerebral hemorrhaging. So there's a half-an-hour window during which the guy was killed. That may come in useful later. All these little bits of information, they're usually not pointless or ancillary. They're usually important in determining who is the true criminal. Court record button. Sounds like it's time for some hands-on action. Victim was a customer at the restaurant. A swarthy-looking customer as well. Look at the state of him. Clearly evil. Look at his moustache. My word. Shady Smith. He's called Shady. For goodness sake. Come on. We believe he was a traveller. A traveller? The judge is stunned by this. Been out of the country for a number of years. And he returned recently? Place of residence unclear. So he is potentially connected to Phoenix Wright. Let's have a look. If they had only just met, then why murder? I'm assuming this is a prequel then, because as I understand it in the lore of the game, our man Al idolizes Phoenix Wright for being awesome. But here it's like they've never met him or something. At least not piano playing. Let the Floto explain. Yes, show me evidence. See, a game of poker was in progress. Yes, I can't deny that. Isn't poker gambling? This judge is adorable. Isn't poker gambling? And isn't lemonade wet? It indeed appears our defendant was doing a gamble. Oh, you naughty judge. You should know that's not good. You're an attorney. Oh, yeah. Thorn's becoming the basest sort of criminal. Objection! Christoph stepping in there. It is true, but a game in the purest sense. A competition. So, no money changing hands then? Is that the argument? Test of wits, a silent clash of passions? Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome. I'm with the judge here. You can dress it up however you like, mate. Cards on the table had blue backs, Your Honour. I believe the defence was waxing poetic. Yeah, to impress women. This will be the first order of business here then, to find out more about this fatal game of cards. Oh, look at him. He looks all smug at that. So, you know, these games are fun. I like the first one. It's not above some silly humour. Anyone who's played even just the first 15 minutes will be familiar with the whole Seymour Butts or whatever his name is. There's a man whose surname is Butts, and they make a joke about him smelling like butts. Right, here we go. Now we're starting. The testimony is being given by the witness. Pay attention, everyone. I'm a pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. Well, then you suck. My real job's to take on interested customers at the poker table. Right, so he's a poker player professionally posing as a pianist. Rules are simple. Play poker using 2 decks of cards, and that's it. Customers are happy. So presumably that means no money changing hands. Ooh, snap! You're just throwing shade at my defense. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Right, here we go. So this is me stepping up to the plate. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it! Oh, sweating bullets. A misunderstanding of language. Bants! I hate bants. Your voice sounds strained and raspy. They were criticising me for being worried, and I was apparently doing my justice call earlier this morning to warm up. So this is the exposition masking a tutorial. Reference, do the refresher course. There we go, just so we can all see. Better safe than sorry, especially this early in the game. I'm just assuming maybe that some people here have never played one of these games, and I don't want to just press on ahead. Now, that's when you present the conflicting evidence from the court. So you can ask questions and you can present. But I didn't hear anything strange in the testimony just now, so it's a good sign you need to press the witness. So that's the idea. Keep asking the witness questions. Yes, press him. Don't let the fact he's a remarkable man hold you back. I'm cross-examining my own client, which I'm pointing out might be a bit bad if Casey says something incriminating. But still, find inconsistencies, lies in the testimony. Is that it? Oh, I already knew that stuff. I thought they were going to be a little bit more illuminative and demonstrative Another Tivs. But no! Right, here we go. Let's ask some questions. Cross-examination. So, he's a pianist by trade. Yeah, I can hardly play at all. Right, I'm going to press him on that. Hold it. You're saying you can't play? Play sometimes when customers demand it. I play them one song, and that's usually all they want. Huh. Mask, a respectable face I wear for the world at large. Then what are you really doing there? My real job is to take interested customers over at the poker table. More! Explain yourself. And this is how you do it. You sort of dig deeper and deeper. When you think you've got all the evidence that you need, or when you see the character contradict their own statement. So if they say something 1 minute and then say the opposite the next minute, you can go, ah-ha-ha, and kind of call them up on it and throw in objection, and that's how you gradually get to the truth. So it's like the whole LA Noire thing of trying to work out if they're lying or not, but you're not reading their faces, you're sticking pretty much straight to the text. Played poker for 7 years and never lost once. What? Yes, exactly what he said. What? You see why the customers come now. Defeat the undefeated poker champion. Oh, he's smug, isn't he? It's quite a draw. Never lost once. Not even once. This guy's outraged. Look at his hair. That is the cockatiel hair of a man who is objecting in his head. Right in his head. Yeah, right there. Right where he's pointing. Is that even possible? Room where we play and the competition. In there are the club's main attractions. Really? Whoa, 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 whoa. The room and the crime scene photo is an attraction. That's fair. We did have a look at the crime scene photo earlier, and it didn't look like it was... There was no Euro Disney. Black market. He's revealing that he's being associated and consorting with dodgy characters. No, doesn't sound good. Just looking at the picture makes me feel bad. Oh dear. I'm making it worse for myself here. I'm supposed to be defending this guy. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through a small window. Ooh. That window does not look like it would be good for keeping a lookout. Would be good, rather, but for little else. Though it was common knowledge to our regulars, at any rate, they come to play poker in a room steeped in history. Okay. See, this is where these games sort of their strengths lie, because you'll get caught up in the plot, you get caught up in the intrigue and the story, and you have to really pay attention to what's going on. And that's the fun aspect of it. It helps to draw you in. Obviously, visually, they do a few tricks over and over again, but really it's an interactive novel. And I actually quite like these style of games. They run parallel with the point-and-click adventures I always used to like, and anything based in narrative is kind of cool. And these generally do it quite in a fun and engaging and slightly daft way. It's not very serious, obviously, but I'm intrigued. Now, whether this turns out to be great depends on a lot of things. You can get the first chapter, or first bit of the first chapter for 79 pence. As I mentioned, you have to unlock the full chapters. However, we have gained access to all of the chapters in this game, and our man is currently doing a review of it for Pocket Gamer. So be sure to check over there if you're worried about whether or not it's going to be worth your time and your valuable money. But it looks to me like if you enjoyed certainly the remake trilogy on iOS, then this is very much in the same ballpark as that. So there you go. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney out right now. iPhone, iPad. Thank you for watching.